Hey, this is Tony here with Salt Strong, and in this video I wanted to share a quick tip that I use when targeting redfish that are very finicky or not going after your artificial lures, or they're just being very lazy and not cooperative. And that is simply by using cut bait. Now, there's a method to the madness. You don't want to just go out there and toss out cut bait because you might end up catching a lot of bycatch, catfish, stingrays. So there is a strategy to it that I want to explain in this video. Now, at the end of this video, if you happen to like what you see, definitely be sure to give the video a like and also subscribe to our channel, as we put out fishing tips pretty much on a daily basis to help you catch more fish. So on quite a few of my recent outings, I've noticed that a lot of redfish just haven't been cooperating. They don't want to hit anything I'm throwing at them. They'll spook off very easily, and there's a few reasons for that. You know, clear water, clean water can be very difficult to catch these fish because they're on high alert. Also, if they're being constantly pressured by other fishermen, that will definitely turn the bite off. Or if you get to a spot where somebody has already fished and those fish are still there, they're still going to be on high alert. So what I found to be very effective is to use cut bait. So let me go ahead and walk you through this on the water footage. So as I mentioned, I was in an area where I found redfish. I was using artificial lures, but they just weren't cooperating. So I made note of where those fish were, and I let that area sort of settle down. I moved away from it, and then I anchored up close enough that I can get a good cast into that same area and let a piece of cut mullet just soak there. And not too long after letting that mullet sit, I hooked up to a nice slot size red. Now the key is to really make sure you're using that cut bait in an area where you know that fish are at. If not, you're going to find yourself hooking up to a lot of catfish and also stingrays and possibly some sharks. So make sure you know there are fish there, and the best way to do that is to fish an area with artificials. And if you start seeing fish, they're not cooperating, toss out a piece of cut bait in that area that you saw those fish at. So as far as my setup that I was using is my standard inshore setup, a 7'6" medium action rod with a 3000 size spinning reel loaded with 10-pound braid, and I had 20-pound fluorocarbon leader on there. And the hook that I was using, I was just free lining the piece of cut mullet on a 4/0 circle hook. So as you can see, very effective method for catching those stubborn fish. Now remember, the biggest thing that I mentioned was making sure you're using that cut bait in an area where there are fish. If not, you're going to find yourself catching a lot of bycatch, such as catfish, sharks, stingrays, all those other bottom feeders that you're probably not targeting. Now, if you need help finding fish in your area, I highly recommend checking out our Salt Strong Insider Fishing Club, where basically in 10 minutes or less every week we show you where to go, when to go, and what to use to catch some more fish. So definitely check that out. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Also, we'd like your feedback. What's your favorite method of catching fish when they're being very spooky, stubborn, lethargic, or all the above? So definitely let us know down below. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
Hey there, it's Joe Simons, one of the co-founders here at Salt Strong, and have you claimed your free pack of these irresistible Slam Shady paddle tail lures? We designed this lure with over 12,000 serious inshore anglers, including many full-time guides, to go out there and catch more redfish, more speckled trout, more snook, more flounder, more inshore saltwater slams. And if you want a free pack to try out a sample yourself, click down below right now. We have one free pack per angler while supplies last. Click down below right now.